Hi Libra, welcome to your July 2018 reading. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to make this short and sweet. I'm not feeling the best, so let's just go ahead and get right to it. We have Mars retrograde, which is kind of the highlight of the month, okay? Mars retrograde happening in your 5th house. This is an important house because it does have to do with romance, it has to do with children, it has to do with your creativity, and there's an aspect with Aquarius, right, which is in your, with Leo, I'm sorry. Mars retrograde happening in Aquarius, the Leo aspect in your 11th house. You know, I was thinking about Libra actually a lot this morning because I'm a Libra ascendant, so I think about Libra a lot. And you guys sort of reap the benefits of my thoughts. And the fact that Libra and ascendant specifically have Leo in the 11th house, I think of what friendships mean and how hard I think it is for a lot of Libras to really find those true friends, because you do hold your friends to extremely high standards. There's extremely high standards in terms of loyalty, extremely high standards in terms of the give and take and the reciprocity. And you can have a wide variety of friendships, you know, all different income levels, all different styles, all different, you know, from the artist group to the businessmen group to, you know, all wide range of spectrum of people. That's one thing that Libra is so good at, is appreciating people for who and what they are and not necessarily projecting a story onto someone. You know, not putting them in a box, but allowing them to tell you what their box is, you know, allowing them to tell you their story. And because of the Mars kind of opposition going on there right now, we have Venus in your 11th house too. Friendships and romances seem to be kind of where it's at. And you may have friendships converting into romances, or romances converting into friendships, and sort of transforming in that regard. People that are coming back in the romance realm, you know, ex-lovers, people that didn't treat you so well, whatever, you know, they are going to try to come and to be a part of what you have going on. That's almost a guarantee, I'd say, with the Mars retrograde. People are needing their ego to be validated, and they're seeking any outlet that they can. It's going to be really important for you to analyze what that relationship means to you. It's going to be important for you to analyze how you can really go about keeping that stable balance. The wind is blowing, hopefully my camera doesn't fall over. To maintain that stable balance and be diplomatic, especially if you need to kind of turn someone away or turn someone down or reject something, to still maintain. It's kind of like, I don't necessarily know if I see you burning any bridges. It's more just about moving on peacefully, and it just is what it is. You know, Jupiter going direct in Scorpio does have an impact on your financial situation as well. I think some of you who've been experiencing tightening in that area will feel some kind of a release, which will be fantastic. As we have Venus moving into Virgo in July, your Virgo-ness, right? Because we all have a lot of the sign right before us, okay? Your Virgo-ness is going to be highlighted as well. Your attention to detail, your attention to your health, the aesthetic of your life, and in terms of just your standards of how you're living your life, the standards of like everything. I can't even like pinpoint it because it's just everything, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and leave you guys with that. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next month. Bye. Hello, Libra. Welcome to July 2018. So I'm shuffling, and I get the 6 of Cups that comes out. Now, I have to tell you that I was in Belgrade, Serbia recently, and I did connect with Alexandra from Alexandra Tarot. And she and I were talking about the 6 of Cups. And we were laughing because it's like a card that we hate to get, both of us. It's not a bad card. It's just like when it comes out, it kind of is like, because it just gives us this sigh. And she and I we were both feeling the exact same thing. And it just indicates that something is unfinished, you know? And it's possible with the Mars retrograde that someone comes back. You know, it's in your 5th house, house of romance. And so lovers and people that you feel a chemistry with, you know, they do tend to resurface during this time. And Libra, you are notorious for second, third, fourth, fifth chances. And yet the Six of Cups does indicate a very strong need to live in the moment and to make decisions based on the moment. Not how things make you feel, but how you want your soul to live. I've been kind of saying this quote in a lot of the signs, and I'm going to say it to you. You do not have a soul. You are a soul. And that's kind of something that I started thinking about in my meditations. And as I go about my day-to-day, I started operating as a soul, as a spiritual entity, and recognizing my thoughts and my emotions as merely a function of this third dimension, but that it is illusionary in nature. And when people come back that we care about, when there's a past connection, it can disrupt our progress. And Libra, you are changing. You have changed. There is no doubt in my mind that you are not the same person as you were last year. At this time last year, think about who you were. Like, I think about myself as a Libra ascendant. I'll think about myself. I'll talk about it. I was moving from Bali to Budapest, and I was at a place in my life having just recovered from a rape, that happened last March, and in a very, very dark place, very sad, very frustrated, and only just starting to really begin my spiritual journey. Only just beginning. And who I am now is someone who is much more calm and serene and who understands who I am and what I am. And I mean, it's so different. And it's only been like a year, right? And so it's important for you to make decisions based on that progress. It's important for you to make decisions based on your soul and the health of your soul. You are going to be definitely, of course, a page always represents a messenger of some kind. And a page of swords is likely an air sign or an air quality, like a fellow Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. Someone is keeping their eye on you. They're interested in you, and yet they're not necessarily involved, right? And that's why, again, I'm concerned about this, because when someone comes back, I feel like it's maybe just to kind of test the waters a little bit. I feel like relationships are transforming for you, where romantic partnerships or past romantic partnerships might be getting put in the friend zone by you. And vice versa, perhaps some friendships might be transforming into romantic partnerships. There seems to be a little dance going on between your 5th and 11th house. Venus and Mars in there. And there is someone that wants to knock on your door, and yet I think also some way they know that their presence is somewhat disruptive. I think they see you. I think they see who you are becoming and who you have become, so to speak. And as a Virgo with the 12th house, you guys, you are very Virgo-like, and we've got Venus coming in there later this month, okay, or later this season. When does it happen? July 10th. And so when Venus enters your 12th house, You are going to be hermit. You are going to go in the hermit mode for sure, and you're going to start to value the meditations that you're doing. You're going to probably behave very Virgo-like, meaning you're going to focus on your health, you're going to clean up your home aesthetically. I mean, Venus is your ruling planet, right? So aesthetically, you're going to start focusing on the beauty of your life, the aesthetic of your life. You are going to start focusing maybe even a little bit on your physical appearance as well, getting back in the gym and really starting to care more about that kind of stuff, as well as just self-perfecting, being the best version of yourself, because that's really what the hermit is about. He's the ultimate self-master, right? He's the one that has the highest level of understanding of any spirit or any soul, and he's the one that makes worldly decisions really, really easy. The sun is a beautiful card because we have the sun going through your 10th house in the sign of Cancer right now. It's the house of Capricorn, and how the world sees you. I don't think you understand how the world sees you. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if you can tell that when the world looks into your life and the world looks into your eyes, they see someone who is wise. They see wisdom. They see the hermit. They look into your beautiful Venus face and they see peace. If you're not in a peaceful place, now is a time to really focus on achieving peace in your life, which is why romance may become friendships, and friendship, things are changing, things are transforming for very specific reasons. Because what was past cannot sustain. It cannot. It's impossible for the past energies to sustain. That's also the essence of Uranus coming in to a new sign, right? Uranus is that constant reminder that life changes. Nothing is constant except for change. With Chiron in your 7th house too, I mean, there's such a teaching quality with Chiron, again, also with the Hermit. Chiron is such a mixture of Virgo and Sagittarius. The Hermit, Virgo and Sagittarius. I often associate this with Chiron, the Hermit. Using our past life experiences to teach others. And our relationships with others. You might notice over the course of the next couple of years that you are going to be the person that people go to for relationship advice. And in a weird way, you're going to surprise yourself with how wise you actually are. 10 of Cups reversed. With the sun in Cancer, Jupiter coming direct in Scorpio, and Neptune in Pisces, we are going to be having this water trine happening. And with the water and Jupiter and Neptune, there's significant levels of idealism on the docket. It's important to put that idealism in check. Okay, it's important to recognize the difference between expectations, okay? And I'm not to say that you can't have expectations, but sometimes we can set ourselves up for failure, right? And so when someone comes back, someone connects with you, they don't seem to be offering you very much. They don't seem to be really engaging with you. I think it's like a little bit of conversation maybe. They'll stimulate you intellectually in some way, maybe a little bit of flirtiness. I very much see this as like a Gemini quality, right? Like, so they're going to be kind of a little more chatty than normal. And just leave it at that. It just is what it is. if this is someone that you love, someone that you care about, someone that you want a romantic situation with, just don't, like, just let it be what it is. I wouldn't exert a lot of effort into certain things, because a page is just a page. It is not a king. It is not even a queen. It is adolescent. And a wise man and an adolescent, they do not see eye to eye, okay? Even a Nine of Pentacles, I often equate with the Queen of Pentacles. They don't see eye to eye, okay? And so just let it be what it is. Don't over-idealize. Don't over-romanticize. Don't get ahead of yourself. Just let things play out, okay? Nine of Pentacles is a card of self-respect, which is a beautiful for Jupiter in the second house, okay? Jupiter going direct. Jupiter goes direct July 10th, same day that Venus enters Virgo. So you have love to share. You have things to give. You have things to do as well. And it's not a time to sacrifice your self-respect because someone that you kind of like is talking to you a little bit. Don't get too overexcited about that, okay? Keep your focus on you. Keep your focus on your spiritual progress. Keep your focus on, oh, very Libra quality here, number 2 of Swords. Keep your focus on all the growth that you've made. And I think I said this in, I forget which sign, Leo or Cancer or something. It's not a good time to go backwards. You know, it's not a good time. Never is a good time to go backwards. And the Six of Cups can really try to pull us back there. That's why living in the moment is so important. Living in only the here and now, right? And when this person is talking to you or texting you or whatever, ask them, like, what is it they're really offering you? What is it they're really doing? What is it why are they talking to you? You know? And that's probably going to be a question that you ask yourself, like, why the heck is this person talking to me? I don't get it. You know, I don't know what they want from me. And the more you maintain your standards, the better you're going to feel about it when the Mars starts going direct, okay? If you feel like you're at some kind of crossroads, it's an illusion. You're not really at a crossroads. It's not a question of what to do. It's not. You already know what you need to do. The wise man always knows. He has all the answers. It's almost as though sitting inside your heart is that old yogi sitting up on a mountaintop who is 150 years old and literally has all the answers. So all you need to do is ask your heart what's best, and it will tell you, it will answer. This is a card of peace. This is not a card of conflict. It's a card of peace. It's a card of unity, the unity of the duality. And you understand duality the way Gemini understands duality, right? And the way Pisces understands duality. The two directions, the two sides of the scales. And you more so, and I think I'm going to talk about this in the intro, so I apologize if I'm repeating myself, but, you know, Libra is a very unique case, especially Libra ascendants, because you are forced to balance both sides of the scale in every house, right? So in a natural Aries ruled house, house 1, you are forced to have Libra, its opposite, in that house. So every house location is having to balance both the natural house ruler qualities and the opposite pole qualities. So in the house of Virgo, the 6th house, you have to deal with the Virgo stuff and the Pisces stuff, and you have to keep that balanced all the time. That's why you are the sign of balance, right? Because everything for you is opposite, and you have to maintain both sides of the scale at all times. That's what the Two of Swords is. It's a successful balancing of the polarities, of the opposites. That finding of the equilibrium, which is why the sun is coming up so prominently, like boom, front and center. All is good, all is well in the house of Libra. All is good, all is well. I gotta tell you, I love this Uranus in the 8th house transit for you, because Uranus likes the 8th house. It likes the Scorpio energy. It might not like the Taurus so much, but it likes the Scorpio energy, because Scorpio is a sign of intensity. It's a sign of destruction and rebuilding and transformation. And that's what, that's why actually, and I know not, you're not Scorpio, you're not Aquarius, but that's why Scorpio and Aquarius have this very strange relationship. Because they understand one another, but they process things in such a different kind of way, right? And to have the intensity of Uranus coming through the most intense house, or the house of most intensity, you're kind of handling it so well. Again, and I said this with Virgo, like Virgo and Libra are the two signs of the zodiac that I'm not worried about this month at all. Because you just handle it, you just do it, and it's not even a thing. You go with the flow, you make the revisions necessary. Your only hang up is having too much faith in people. Your only hang up is falling in love so fast. Your only hang up is wanting connection. Like, there's nothing wrong with that. You just have to make sure you're connecting with the right kind of people. And here we have a card of Capricorn, okay, Queen of Pentacles, and she is reversed. Sun moving through the 10th house, house of Capricorn, and a card of Capricorn. So when we talk about, like I think I mentioned, maybe I said this already, it's that perseverance. I think with her reversed, there's kind of a fear of letting that go. There's a fear of letting that change, letting that past situation change. There's a fear of missing out, a fear of missing out of what it could be. But you're stepping through this portal already, okay? You're already I had to sneeze, hold on. Nope, maybe not. I have a little bit of a head cold. I don't know if you can hear it or not. But you're already in transit. You've already opened the gate, the portal. You've already stepped inside the Stargate. You're already moving forward into a new world, and so you can't have both. You have to either move on or go backwards, but there's really no option for you to move on and go backwards at the same time. So there's no need to fear. The sun is promising that there's nothing to fear. The sun is promising that all is well. All is well that ends well. It's okay to let this go. It's okay to maybe, I don't know why I'm feeling this. It's almost as though it's something that you never got a chance to experience. So, but it's okay. I think if you were to have experienced it, it wouldn't have been what it was supposed to be. It couldn't have been. It couldn't have been what it was supposed to be or what you were hoping it was. Because a Page of Swords doesn't really have a lot to offer. A Page of Swords doesn't have the substance that a Libra really needs, because they themselves are not internally balanced. Immature, unbalanced Libras are totally going to go for this, 100%. And they're going to be like, oh, this person's coming back. This person wants to talk to me. And they're like, oh, they're going to feel so good about it. And it's going to validate them. But mature Libras who are on that spiritual journey, who are raising their vibrations, they're going to look at this and be like, nah, I'm not going to touch that with a 10-foot pole. Like, I've been there. I've done that. I'm not going back. No way. And there is this whole quality for all the signs of the zodiac this month of like, nah, no way. Because when Mars goes retrograde, people start grasping. They grasp at their past. They grasp at opportunities that they may have let go. They do. 2 pages. Man, that Page of Coins has been coming out as well. And there's, I don't know, he's not sitting well with me. And there's really no reason, like, there's no reason for me to believe that this person is a bad person, or that they're lying to you, or that their offer isn't genuine. It's just like not enough of an offer. They're not offering you enough. Like, they're just kind of dipping their toe in the pool. They're just checking the temperature to see where you're at. That's a narcissistic thing, you know, like, let's kind of see if I can get invited back. Let's see if I can get this going again. Like, no. Here you are. I like the Virgo qualities, the earth qualities that are coming out for you right now. Because as we have Venus entering in Virgo, we're going to have a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn situation as well. So it's all the feminine qualities, all the feminine energies are really coming online this month. And the feminine energy is so truthful. You might not have evidence that you need to support that this person isn't genuine, but your intuition is like, it's not genuine, don't do it. And you need to really listen to that. Put your head down, do the things you love to do the creation stuff, you know, revisit your journals, revisit your artistic projects, revisit your health regimen, revisit your work. You know, it's time to catch up on stuff. It's a great time to really go to work. Be protective, you know, be protective. There's a lot to clarify, if I'm being honest with you, in the comprehensive. Definitely clarifying the Six of Cups first and foremost. 10 of Cups reverse. Also, the pages need to get clarified, and also why the Queen of Pentacles is reversed as well. So there's still a lot more to this story. I think there's more depth. If you want to join me in the comprehensives, I'll put the link down below. If not, that's fine. Then I will see you next month. Keep doing what you're doing. You're doing awesome. Don't get sidetracked. All right? Thank you guys so much. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.